Hi, this is Mr. Williamson. In this video, we're going to be talking about acids, bases, and pH. Again, probably should take notes, good ones, Cornell style, if you want extra credit on the day of the test. If you have any questions, write them down someplace, or make sure you mention them in the Edpuzzle question at the end. I'll be glad to answer them in class. Well, let's get started. Acids are solutions that have more hydrogen ions than hydroxide ion. The hydrogen ion is anything that starts with an H, like HCl is hydrochloric acid, or H2SO4 is sulfuric acid. But they both have the start with the letter H in the chemical formula. They're sour to the taste. Think about the acids you know of: lemon juice, lime juice, vinegar, all solid as sour to the taste. And they tingle or burn if you put them on maybe your tongue, or if it's a strong acid, or on tender skin, they're going to tingle or burn. But they're acids more hydrogen ions than hydroxide ions. Bases have more hydroxide ions. Hydroxide ions anything with an OH. For instance, NaOH is sodium hydroxide, a real fairly strong base. They feel slippery when you touch them. Think of soap or shampoo. They're basic, so they tend to feel slippery. And if you don't go around I don't go around eating soap, but they have a bitter taste to them. So they have OH as the end. pH is the measure of hydrogen. That's what it is for. It's a measure of hydrogen. It's on a scale of 0 to 14, where 7 is neutral. Water is a neutral pH. It has 7. Why? Because water is H2O. And if we put that side, kind of rearrange a little bit, we have an H and an OH. So we have an H and we have an OH. And these two cancel each other out. This one's an acid, this one's a base, and they cancel each other out and then becomes neutral. 0 to 7 is an acid, and 7 to 14 is a base. And one of the ways to remember this is that it's alphabetical. A, 0 to 7, A, 7 to 14 is a base. And the farther you go away from 7, the stronger the base or the stronger the acid. So a 6 here or an 8 here would not be very strong, whereas a 1 down here or a 13 down here would be a very strong base, or a very strong acid over here and the base over here. So again, pH is just a measure of the acid or base. 7 being neutral. The farther up you go from 7, the more basic. The farther down from 7 you go, the more strong the acid. A couple examples that I can show you. If we look at food, this is mostly food. You can see where pure water is at 7.0. I don't know why they don't put it there, but it's right there. You can see where where to go. Lemon juice is down here at the 2.3 range. Vinegar, anywhere depending on the kind of vinegar, anywhere from 2.0 to 3.4. Lime juice, I didn't realize was actually stronger than lemon juice. Coca-Cola at 2.5. It's a fairly strong acid. What I didn't realize is that honey is acidic. I didn't realize sugar was acidic, or beef is acidic. And then up at the other end, you have crackers, which are slightly basic here. And that's why when you have an upset stomach, someone will tell you to eat crackers. It helps neutralize the stomach, possibly. Egg whites are basic. Milk is basic. And then way over here is baking soda, which you've probably put together with vinegar and seen it bubble. And that's because they're neutralizing each other, bringing it more towards the 7 area. So these are not all foods. A lot of them are, but water's here. I think it's interesting that the shampoo, the hair perm solution, and hair straightening solution are all basic. Because you wouldn't want to put an acid into your hair, because it would cause it to corrode and your hair would fall out. So we use a base. Whereas these bodily fluids here are acidic. Healthy skin is acidic. Black coffee is acidic, which is why you can get, like you drink coffee, you get an upset stomach because it's a little acidic. Acid rain, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. Dr. Pepper is in the 3 to 4 point range, whereas Coke and Pepsi is down in the 2.5 range. You go up here, if you ever have an upset stomach, they're going to give you milk of magnesia, and it helps neutralize the stomach acid and help you feel better. Oven cleaner, a very strong base. but not an acid, because you'd think acid would help remove all the stains and things from your oven, but it would also corrode your oven, whereas the base doesn't, but it does remove the stains. This is a map of the United States and the acid rain, and you can see where the best place you possibly want to be is probably up here. But this whole area here is fairly good. The West Coast is a fairly neutral area. I mean, it is 5.3. It's a little bit acidic, but not like the East Coast over here, where you have a very, very strong acid rain problem. Why? Coal. They burn coal, which puts sulfur in the air. When it rains through this sulfur dust and sulfur smoke, the sulfur that's in the air, it causes sulfuric acid, which is a fairly strong acid, causing problems both in nature, the trees and the acidic rain and things, but it also causes problems in the city where it corrodes buildings and public works and things. And then it is causing a problem. It's due to the coal. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in class or put them into the comment section or the last few questions of the Edpuzzle. Hopefully you took good notes. Hopefully you're studying for the test. Good luck.